Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu has emphasized the need for better and close coordination between all the agencies to ensure smooth conduct of the annual Amarnath Yatra, which is likely to begin later this month. The Lieutenant Governor chaired a joint security review meeting in Kulgam district in South Kashmir, in which he took a detailed review of existing security arrangements relating to the upcoming Amarnath Yatra. An army jawan attained martyrdom as Pakistan violated ceasefire on Friday morning along the line of control in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu-based defence spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Devinder Anand here said that Pakistan Army resorted to unprovoked ceasefire violation on the line of control in Nowshera sector of district Rajouri this morning. In the incident, Havaldar Sambur Gurung was critically injured and later succumbed to his injuries. Union Minister of Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat held discussion with Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Girish Chandra Murmu regarding the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission in the Union Territory through video conferencing on Friday. Emphasizing the importance of the mission to improve the lives of rural people, Central Minister stressed on retrofitting and augmentation of existing water supply schemes and urged to start this work in campaign mode to provide household tap connections from existing public standposts. The LG assured expeditious implementation of the mission in the UT so as to achieve the target of providing household tap connections in rural areas in a time-bound manner. The devastating fire that broke out in shopping mall at Bakshinagar area has been brought under control after almost 5-hour-long operation by police, firefighters and locals. The fire broke out in Vishal Mart at Bakshinagar in Jammu West on Friday morning. More than 30 firefighters were engaged to douse the flames, which has spread to all the 3 floors. With the help of skylifters and water cannons, flames were doused on the top floor. No human injury is reported in the incident. A terrorist of proscribed terrorist outfit Lashkar-e-Toiba was arrested here with live grenades and ammunition. Based on a specific input regarding movement of terrorists towards Hajin town for subversive activities, one terrorist, namely Rafiq Ahmed, was apprehended while trying to hurl a grenade on the Naka Party and Hagbara area of Hajin town in Bandipura. The police have recovered incriminating material along with live grenades and ammunition from his possession. The casual labourers of Power Development Department on Friday held protest demonstration demanding release of their pending wages. They were demanding release of the pending wages of the left-out 462 workers. They alleged that while wages of 2,707 workers were released, the wages of 462 workers were still pending. The Jammu and Kashmir Bank corporate headquarters in Srinagar remained closed for the second successive day on Friday after 27 employees were tested positive for COVID-19. Alleging careless attitude of J&K Bank management, the employees have expressed concern over their safety and the safety of their families in view of many employees already being exposed to their COVID-19 positive colleagues, increasing the risk of getting more persons infected at the headquarters. Sources said that the employees have been asked to report to work on Monday unless communicated otherwise. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while inaugurating Asia's largest 750-megawatt solar power project set at Riva in Madhya Pradesh, said that solar energy is the pure form of energy and would help the country towards achieving Atmanirbharta. The Prime Minister further said that the schemes launched by the centre are keeping environmental protection as a top priority. Notably, this mega solar power project is comprised of 3 solar generating units of 250 megawatt, each located on a 500-hectare plot of land situated inside a solar park. Boeing has completed delivery of all the new AH-64E Apache and CH-47F Chinook military helicopters to the Indian Air Force. The final 5 of the 22 Apache attack helicopters were handed over to the IAF at Air Force Station Hindon. India is one of 17 nationals to select the Apache and has the most advanced variant, the AH-64E Apache, that is also flown by the US and many other countries. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Friday criticized the University Grants Commission for planning to conduct final term examinations in colleges and educational institutions in September, calling it unfair during the time of the pandemic. The UGC has issued revised guidelines regarding the conduct of terminal semesters and final year exams by universities and educational institutions. It has been suggested that exams may be completed by September in online or offline mode.
में कॉलेजेस में यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में उनको बहुत कष्ट सहना पड़ा। आईआईटीज़ ने कॉलेजेस में एग्ज़ाम्स कैंसिल करके बच्चों को प्रमोट किया है।
On the eve of World Population Day, which seeks to focus attention on the urgency and importance of population issues, Government Degree College, Ramgarh conducted door-to-door campaign to make general public aware about the importance of the day and to raise awareness about the exploding world population. The aim of this campaign was to pay great attention towards the reproductive health problems of the community, as it is the leading cause of the ill health as well as death of the pregnant women worldwide. Financial Commissioner Revenue J&K Dr. Pawan Kotwal, who is also the Nodal Officer National Highway 4-laning project, on Friday inspected NH44 construction sites from Banihal to Nashri in district Ramban. During his one-day tour, he conducted spot-wise inspection of construction works. He informed that the land acquisition process has been completed and all the working sites have been handed over to the NHAI to start construction works. He said that most of the structures have been removed from the acquired land to remove all bottlenecks hindering the project. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that bamboo is going to be an important component of India's post-COVID economy. Addressing a webinar with various clusters of cane and bamboo technology center, stakeholders and persons associated with bamboo trade, Dr. Jitendra Singh said bamboo will propel the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan in the northeastern region and is going to be an important vehicle of trade for India. He said bamboo is not only vital to Northeast India's post-COVID economy, but it will also herald a new momentum for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Kaloran call for vocal for local.